beautiful Wednesday afternoon. I had to think of the day. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and I thought I'll bring you outside because, hey, it's still summer. I've got kind of like a BLT sandwich, so I've got bacon, lettuce, tomato, of course, an egg, like an omelette, just a basic omelette with a little bit of cream, and some homemade mayo. I ran out of lettuce, so one of the sandwiches, I think it's this one, has actually kale on one layer. Yeah. Anyway, some salt and vinegar crisps. And what else? A beer. Anyway, I can't wait to eat. I'm super starving. Let's eat. That's what I call an aggressive pour. The tomatoes are also homegrown by my wife. Cheers. Napkins, always handy.
What's your emergency?
There's a woman. There's a body.
A woman's body, sir?
She's here. Not all of her. Not all of her.
Calm down, sir. Can you tell me if the woman is breathing?
She has her tail. She has no face.
I'm Ingrid Mendoza, and you're in Killer Country. This week, we're diving into the bizarre death of Mirabel Diaz. Mirabel dreamed of becoming a Hollywood actress, but trapped in the small seaside town of Mystic Bay, Florida, her options were limited. She'd book an occasional used car commercial or a clown at a child's birthday party, but legitimate opportunities were few and far between. Eventually, however, Mirabel found a path to acting in an unexpected place, Wild Tides Water Park. There, Mirabel donned a long silver tail and a shimmering tube top. 5 days a week, rain or shine, she'd swim in a massive glass tank, smiling at tourists and posing for pictures. At Wild Tides, Mirabel became Miss Mirabel, the magic mermaid of Mystic Bay. Then, on August 24th, 2012, everything changed. Hurricane Braden tore through Mystic Bay, destroying 65 homes, 34 Shake Shacks, and leaving at least one person missing. Mirabel Diaz. Frank Wild, the longtime owner of Wild Tides Water Park, was among the last to see her alive.
Even mijn name.
She was a pretty redhead. Some say she had webbed feet.
What's wrong with you right now?
She never wanted to talk. Now, I don't like to speak ill of the dead, but she was a little cold. Snobby, you might say. When the hurricane was coming, I told her, hey, sweetie, you can stay with me. Because, you know, this place is a fortress. I got hurricane shutters, sandbags, the whole shebang. A bunker with a sauna, screening room, bowling alley. Regulation bowling alley, do you understand? Yeah, the real deal. Yeah, I told her. I got 2 months worth of beans. Yeah, all kinds of beans. Right? Black beans, kidney beans, pine-toe beans, lima beans, soybeans, jelly beans. Yeah, I was worried, you know, because she lived all by herself. I owned the building she lived in, and I knew it was, I knew she wouldn't have beans. But she told me she'd be okay on her own. Yeah, maybe if she just stayed at my place. You know, you wonder what might have been. But she said no, she didn't even like beans.
I spoke with Frank at his home over 3-bean salad. From where we sat on an expansive back patio festooned with marble statues of dolphins, women, and dolphin women, we could see the very top of Wild Tide's Megalodon Mega Twister. It's a massive water slide, just over 100 feet tall, that shoots park visitors into the waiting jaws of a fiberglass megalodon.
Please, this park employs half the damn town easily. We added that big slide, the friggin' orcas. It's a sight to see, especially the mermaids. And Mirabel, well, she was the most popular one. You really just never think of something happening to a girl like that in a place like this. Well, except for that time when those kids got eaten during the alligator parade. Or the time the clowns went feral. Oh, or that time when the old guy...
Behind us, something bumps. Hard. Against a glass wall.
don't mind her. That's cannellini. Here, girl. Come here. Come on, sweet bean.
Frank Wild, heir to the Wild Bean Company fortune, is an avowed animal lover. His home, a concrete monolith rising from the steaming marsh, includes a massive glass pyramid teeming with all sorts of aquatic marvels, including, most notably, a 6-foot albino alligator named Cannellini. He also owns a narwhal, 7 dolphins, roughly 16 flamingos, 3 tigers, 7 pythons, a wild boar, and several ostriches. Most are named after beans. Frank goes on.
I used to have a whole mess of macaws, too. But every hurricane, more of them escaped. Sometimes I still see them flying over the house. I guess they wanted to be free. Yeah, whatever that means. Anyway, she was a nice girl. Sometimes. And it's a shame what happened.
Jessa Lynn Garcia, another mermaid at Wild Tides Water Park, remembers Mirabel a bit differently.
She was just sweet as pie. She really was. And such a pretty little thing. For a brunette? Except for the gills. She was always giving me real nice tips, you know, about what to do with my clothes or my hair. She'd come up to me while we'd be putting our tails on and say something like, "Oh, Jessalyn, you know, you would look so good as a blonde." Or, "Oh, Jessalyn, don't go to that Shake Shack on August 24th. I had a vision." And, you know, she was always the second runner-up at pageants. Almost Miss Key Lime Pie. Almost the Orange Blossom Queen. Almost Ambassador to Kazakhstan. Yeah, people don't realize it, but it takes a lot of character to keep showing up after losing out over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm proud of my titles. Always will be. I don't take the honor of being the Orange Blossom Queen 6 straight years in a row lightly, but, you know, I admired Mirabelle, too. And she had a good heart. She'd volunteer all the time. She'd perform for the little old people down at the senior center, sing that song from that mermaid movie, I'm in Your World, or whatever it's called. I don't know, my children only watch godly movies. But she'd sing that. She didn't have children, so maybe she didn't realize. Or a husband, which I also have, so. Oh, and she was a perfectionist. So she'd sing that same song over and over till she got it right. 20, 30 times. The old people would tell her she didn't have to, that she could stop at any time, but she was happy to do it. She was a natural performer. Oh, so gifted. I was never like that. I mean, you know, everyone's different. Some of us are more into the artistry of it all. I'm a Wild Tides water park mermaid because I believe it's important to provide families with wholesome, all-ages entertainment at an affordable price. But others, you know, they like the attention. Not that I'm blaming her for what happened. Gosh, no. She was a nice person. She didn't deserve that. Not at all. You just never think something like that would happen in a teeny little teensy-weensy town like Mystic Bay. I mean, besides that time that poor boy was pushed into that hydraulic press, or that old man who spontaneously combusted in the Publix parking lot. But other than that, you just never think of bad stuff happening here. It was so sad what happened to her. Of course, we all suspected Jared. He was weird. He followed her around like a puppy. A weird puppy.
Mirabelle's disappearance left a mark on the minuscule town of Mystic Bay, with search missions tampered by downed power lines and felled trees. As days turned into weeks, the town's optimism began to fade. That said, losing hope is something of a custom for residents of Mystic Bay. For years, competing theme parks, virus outbreaks, daylight savings, and a quickly shifting culture led to a downturn in park numbers.
Hey, come on now. Wild Tides is still top quality. Some of the best damn entertainment in the state. I don't care what anyone thinks, right? But the fact of the matter is, kids don't go for that anymore. Yeah, they'd rather
Welcome
be on their
to
phones
today's
playing,
guided meditation
Candy Crush
session.
or Roblox.
I'm so glad you're here. For the next 20 minutes, I'll be guiding you towards seeking peace in times of chaos.
And then, of course,
I invite you to find a comfortable position, be it in a chair,
or what was
on the
left
floor,
of her.
or on a
What
cushion.
was left of Mirabelle was found
Be sure
by
to sit
Jared
up
Holt
straight,
on November
your
15th,
arms resting
2012,
comfortably on your
3
lap,
months after
your
she went
palms
missing.
facing down.
That's his voice you heard in the 911
If
call
you're
at the top
seated
of
in
the
a chair,
episode.
I invite
has
you to
her
place
tail.
both feet firmly on the ground.
She has no face.
When
If you're
Chipko
seated
County
on the
police
floor
arrived at
or
the
on a
scene,
cushion,
they discovered
I encourage
a
you to
grisly
position
sight.
yourself in such a way
Mirabelle
that you feel
Diaz,
fully
lodged in the
grounded
jaws of the
and
Megalodon
supported.
Megatwister, her mermaid tail
I'll give
curled
you a few
daintily
more
beneath her
seconds
on the
to find a
ancient beast's
position
pink
that's right for
fiberglass
you.
tongue. The park's earliest attendees, a group of school children from the St. Brendan the Navigator
Ready?
Institute for Marine Biology,
Let's begin.
followed Jared's gaze. The park's
You can
famed
close your
mermaid
eyes
staring back
or just
at them.
let your vision
That is,
gradually
if
soften.
she could have stared back.
Whichever is best for you.
Jessalyn Garcia remembers the day
Let's start
vividly.
by focusing on
Oh,
that
he was
breath.
all cat and tonic when he first
Now,
saw her.
there may be
You know,
other
like
things
he
vying for
couldn't
your
move
attention.
or blink or say a
Sounds.
single word.
Smells.
Oh, poor thing.
Traffic.
He just stood there, looking
Children.
into the hole where her face had been.
Pets.
It was all
Keyboards
sunk
clicking.
in.
Footsteps down the hall.
No offense to Mirabelle, but you know,
Hydraulic
I think it was the
presses.
worst I've ever seen her look.
The hum
And it was the
and
first
drum
day since the
of
hurricane that the
electrical
park was
appliances.
open to the public. That's what's so
If
sad
a
about
sound
it.
or a thought
November is
should
always a
try to
slow
pull your
month.
attention
The water's
away,
cold, the sun sets early. It's peak season for
Just
the flesh-eating
softly bring
algae
your
that sometimes
focus
grows
back
on the lazy
to your
river inner
breath.
tubes. But we lost so much money because of the storm that we were all
Now,
just so excited for
breathe
the
in
park
for
to open
3
back up
counts,
again.
allowing your
And
chest
someone
and
had
belly
just up
to
and
expand
shoved poor
fully.
little old Mirabelle into the big old shark's mouth. How's that for taking the steak right out of your popsicle?
That's
Now,
good.
Jessalyn had a pretty good idea of who was responsible. But first... Speaking of popsicles, when's the last time you enjoyed a mouthful of fresh, home-cooked food? Between work and errands, there's never time to cook a proper meal. That's where Dinner Dash comes in. Dinner Dash is a weekly meal delivery service focused on fresh, organic ingredients with recipes chosen by real chefs. Best of all, Dinner Dash meals never expire. Using our secret technology, we have made eggs that last forever. Get 20% off your first Dinner Dash weekly meal kit with code KILLER20. Dinner Dash, meals that are eternal.
And now gently
Back to
breathe
the
out
case.
with a sigh.
Here's Jessalyn.
Now, the first thing you gotta understand about Mystic Bay is that it's a small
One
town.
last time.
I mean, real small.
Focus on the
Itty-bitty.
breath.
So
How it
everyone
feels
knows everyone
filling your
here.
lungs,
I went to
and how
school
it
with Jared and
feels
Maribel,
flowing out
worked alongside
back
them here at
into
the
the
park.
world.
And Jared,
There is always
well, I can say this, right? Because I know him.
Here.
He's probably
peace
just about the
amid
worst
the
mascot
chaos.
we've ever had.
Breathe
The only
in.
reason he kept his job is because no one else wanted to wear the costume.
3.
And when I say he wanted to wear the costume,
One.
I mean he really
release.
wanted to wear the costume. Like, really.
5.
Like,
6.
not in a God-honoring
Wonderful.
way.
Now that you've begun to relax, let's continue
Jared
to
Holt
bring
had
your
dressed
focus
as Wild
further
Tide's
inward.
water park's iconic mascot,
experience
Manny the
a
Manatee,
distracting
since
thought,
dropping out of Mystic Bay
just
High
like the
School
past,
in 1999.
work,
His costume
errands,
consisted of a massive
obligations.
suit carved of fleece and
Let them all
foam,
fall
complete
away,
with flippers,
and just
a floppy
quietly
headpiece,
bring your focus
and
back
Manny's
to your
signature orange flip-flops.
to your body,
All told, the costume
your
weighed in at
inner
a staggering 140 pounds
Your breath
and was said to have
is your
reached
anchor.
internal temperatures of up to
It is your
100
peace
degrees,
in times of
310
chaos.
Kelvin in the searing
Whenever you
Florida
stray
heat.
or become
Past
distracted,
Manny the Manatees have been
just
recorded
return to
passing
your
out from the
breath.
extreme temperature, including one Manny who, in 1973, collapsed face
Now,
first into a child's
I want you to
birthday cake,
picture a
and
string
another
that
who,
runs from the
in
top of your
1985,
head to
became
the
partially
soles of your
baked
feet.
within the suit while conducting a water
Follow
safety
this string in
demonstration
your
at the
mind
park's wave
and,
pool. For
moving your
years,
awareness down
Wild
through the
Tide's
length
water
of the
park
body,
officials could not
allow
find
each
workers
part
willing
to
to put
relax
on the suit.
and soften.
Whoa. Change the
If you'd
design?
like,
Yeah,
and it feels comfortable for you.
No.
You
Out
can
of the
tense
question.
and then slowly
That Manny
release
Manatee
each
suit was
body
designed
part
by
as you
my
scan.
own daddy, Frank
Feel
Wild
free to
Senior
adjust your
Jr.
position as needed.
He had two
anytime
dreams.
throughout this
To
meditation.
sell quality beans at affordable prices
should
across
feel
the
any
continental
discomfort
United
during
States of
this
America,
exercise,
and to make a
simply
true
take note of it.
man-manatee hybrid
Observe
he
the
referred
sensation.
to as the
There's no
humanity.
need to try to change
And
it.
that damn suit,
Note
that's the
feeling,
second closest he
and
ever
then
got to
move
it.
on.
So no, I'd never
Ready?
change it. If you think the
Let's
suit's
begin.
too heavy or too stinky or too what have you,
We'll
well, that's a
start
personal
at the
failing.
crown of your head.
Man up.
Relaxing
And
your
manatee
scalp.
up. Yeah. Come on,
As you
change
move
the
down,
suit? What,
You
are
can
you
relax
kidding me with
your
this?
brow,
You
letting
could
the
smell
eyes
the suit
soften.
before you saw it. I'd say it
Let
was closest
tension
to...
melt away
If you
from
ever
your
have a
temples,
Florida-style pizza,
down your cheek.
well, you take a handful of saltine crackers and sort of spread them out on a paper plate
Allow
with
the
sprayed
lips
cheese,
to
turtle
soften.
jerky, and a little bit of gas station pickle, and a sprinkling of boiled peanuts. Just leave it
Relax
out
your
for a
tongue.
little bitty bit,
Letting
let
it
the
flow
sunshine
to
do
the
its
roof of
magic,
your
and
mouth.
voila, you got yourself a
Now,
meal. Now,
loosening
it's
the jaw,
delicious,
feeling
but you're
the
only
muscles
smelling it for
around
about a
your
mile,
face.
2 miles out if the wind hits
Gentle
just
note
right.
of where
I don't
and
really
how
eat that sort of
you
food,
tend
personally.
To hold tension.
The Manny the Manatee suit smelled sort of like that. Like Florida-style
We all
pizza.
hold tension
Or
differently.
rotten broccoli.
The trick
Despite the
is to
suit's
observe
numerous
the way
downsides,
our bodies
there was
react
one person
without
more than willing
judgment
to
or
don it
criticism.
around the park.
replacing
Jared
stiffness
Holt.
and tension
Jared,
with softness
well,
and
he
peace.
strayed from the light of the Lord. I can tell you that much for nothing.
We continue
Tampering
down,
with the divine
softening
design.
the throat,
He had a lot of off
relaxing the neck,
predications. He
the
was
shoulders drop.
fuzzy.
I met with Jared
Your
Holt at
arms
the
become
Chipco
heavy.
County Jail. It's a small,
Then your
peach-colored
wrists,
structure across from
your
a former
fingers.
Sears-turned-Spirit Halloween.
I first learned about it online.
The
I've always liked to draw. Kind
filled
of.
with
Like
air.
funny animals.
Then it
Or animals with like
Breathing
bazooka
out.
arms. Just funny stuff, you know? Whatever pops into my head.
belly
Like maybe I'll draw a manatee with big muscles and bazooka arms. Or maybe I'll feel more like drawing a bazooka that shoots out manatees with, really huge muscles. There's a lot of symbolism there if you think about it. Not that a lot of people think about it. I have a real respect for all Sirenians. That's the term for aquatic mammals like manatees and dugongs, by the way. Sirenian. Like a siren, like a mermaid. They think sailors invented mermaids because they saw manatees out in the water and fell in love with them.
I asked Jared whether his appreciation for Sirenians extended to Mirabelle. He grows quiet, sullen, and then...
Mirabelle, no. I don't think of her that way. She was pretty, sure. Long, pinkish hair, cross-eyed. She was a friend to me. Nothing less, nothing more. And after all, she was the one to pull me out of that pool train.
The incident to which Jared is referring occurred in June of 2001 and has since become a local legend around the microscopic town of Mystic Bay. Jared Holt, then 19, had gone on break. Like many Wild Tide Water Park workers, fighting the miasmic heat of a June afternoon with can after can of fluorescent yellow alcoholic energy drinks, he suffered a lapse in judgment. Against park rules, he stripped off his heavy mascot suit and, accompanied by several other intoxicated park employees, dove into the inviting, aqua-colored waters of the Wild Tide
blue sky.
Jessa Lynn, like nearly everyone else in the unbelievably tiny town of Mystic Bay, has heard every detail of what transpired that fateful afternoon.
The wave pool, oh my stars and heavens. Well, we're not supposed to be fraternizing with the customers, the park goers. That's the first thing. It's important to have boundaries, or else the customers will try to get away with every little thing, from bringing corn dogs on the water slide to putting their bits and pieces in the jellyfish tank. And then there's the fact that Manny the manatee should never be seen out of costume. That's the second thing. It scares the little children, seeing a bright pink human man wearing nothing but swim trunks and a manatee mascot head. It's unnatural. And then, of course, there's the prophecy. That's the third thing.
But first, when it comes to looking out for your future, do you know who to trust? Invest in your tomorrow today with Chipco County Bank and Loan. With Chipco County Bank and Loan, you can rest assured your money is working as hard as you are using the power of state-certified psychic accountants. Astrological accounting harnesses the power of the planets to grow your wealth astronomically. Open an account today and receive a complimentary framed birth chart. Aries in your second house, Pisces in your eighth. It's no matter. With Chipco County Bank and Loan, even Gemini placements can look forward to financial security. And if you use code KILLER50 within 30 days, you can receive an extra $50 cash bonus just for signing up. Chipco County Bank and Loan. We'll have you seeing stars.
Any feelings that
And now, back to the case.
The prophecy, as everyone knows, foretells the return of a creature known only as the anomaly. Its name cannot be uttered by human tongues, and human mind cannot conceive of its form.
We don't need to assign
And the anomaly
labels to these
starves for the
sensations.
flesh of non-believers. Every 130 years, like clockwork, it returns to feed.
Our
Like,
lives are
even
often
little kids know this,
fast-paced.
right? What
Many
happens is,
screens,
you go into the wave pool, you
responsibilities
hold onto your boogie
vying
board,
for our
you
attention.
hear the murmurs, and
You can
you
sometimes
heed those
feel
dang
that
murmurs,
peace
Miss Ma'am. I'll
is
tell you that
something that
much.
exists
You
outside
heed
of our
the
daily
dang on
lives.
murmurs.
But the truth is,
Well,
peace
sure, yeah,
is
I knew about the
accessible.
prophecy. But you've got to keep
We
in
can
mind,
carry it with
hundreds,
us.
if not tens of people
We
go
can
into that
tap
wave
into
pool,
a
and most of them come out totally fine.
Even when
So,
there is a
I guess,
whirlwind
I thought I'd be okay.
We
And
can
I got
always
stuck in the pool
observe
train.
and take
All right,
note
Chad, let's
of
take a
our
look at this
just
video. I was told to watch it.
And it was
flow
none other
of
than
our
Mirabelle Diaz who saved Jared from developing the
We can
same
take a
pelvic
few
vestige
seconds
as his
or a few
beloved
minutes to feel our
Sirenians.
feet
She
against
did
Yeah, how are they
right
even
in and pulled
doing
me out by the
that?
manatee head.
against a supportive surface.
Everyone else just stood by the edge of the pool yelling,
Is that like a world
"Prophecy,
record?"
Prophecy.
We can approach our
But
daily
Mirabelle acted.
routines with a
She
sense
did
of
something.
peace.
She saved my
Slowing
life.
down
Back
and
to Jessa
observing
Lynn.
the
That's
sounds
insane!
and
They
sounds
said he
around
came
us.
out of
That's
that pool
insane!
drain with a pop.
By approaching our
Like that.
tasks and our
And I mean,
sensations with this
look, was it a
mindfulness,
good thing he didn't drown
Okay,
the demon
close.
first in that cursed wave
The
pool
noise
to feed
around
the
us
insatiable, horrible force that rules over a universe of dying
is ready
planets?
to be found.
Yes,
even
and
in
also
You've done this too?
Yeah, because the anomaly
amid the
will
bustle.
always
Why is
get
your
what it
head so
wants.
block-shaped? It's not
Always.
block-shaped. Don't say that.
From that point
Come on,
on,
time to get out for a
Jared
day.
and Mirabelle were said to be inseparable. The beautiful mermaid always followed closely by the familiar scent of sweat and fused foam.
At first, it was just really that I was grateful.
It's ham and
Mirabelle
cheese.
wasn't ever exactly nice to me before that. She'd never so much as looked in my direction. Mermaids and mascots, they don't really mix, you know? So I sort of helped her around.
No, I
the
can't
park a bit,
share.
Just as a thank
I only
you.
got enough for me.
I'd wheel her around when she had her tail on. Steal snacks for her sometimes. She loved
Sit for a
fun.
moment.
Sometimes we'd play a game where she pretended to be like a seal or something, and I
How
tossed
long is
Funyuns into her mouth. Although I wanted to be the seal, she said no, she was the seal, and I couldn't have any fun.
I could probably do this.
But mostly we got along surprisingly great.
If I wasn't
drew a
busy, I
picture
would
of
do
her
this.
as a muscly manatee
I'm
with a
busy. You
bazooka.
guys know I'm
Across your
busy.
ribs,
She said it was
or
dumb,
even your
but
shoulders.
At this point,
Don't say I'm
Jared
unemployed.
begins to
I'm very.
sob.
This is my
As I
job.
give him a moment to
I'm
compose
working right now.
himself, I think about the
I'm
impact
literally working
Mirabelle
right now. I have to go to the
Diaz
bathroom 1 second.
had
But
on
this is a
Sun's
job. I'm
town,
working.
Mystic Bay. What is a girl to a town? What value does she have beyond her first runner-up sash? Beyond her radiant smile and the gloomy blue mermaid tank? To Frank, she was a pretty face, a moneymaker. Perhaps not so different from the orcas and the nurse sharks. To Jessalyn, she was a rival, a wave building on the horizon. And to Jared,
What I
she
missed?
was part savior, part muse.
Oh my God!
Comfort,
I missed a lot.
sister of things like so many of his drawings. Jared wipes away his tears with the back of one hand and continues.
she said the drawing was super dumb. I think she even laughed at me. It hurt, I guess, a lot.
Don't say shill. I like
when I went
that.
to
That's
clear
my
out her
favorite
locker,
drink in the whole world.
You know, after
I'm not a
finding her on the
sellout.
slide, I saw it. There it was, taped to the inside of her locker. It was the only thing she had in there.
And that changed something in Jared.
That's when I decided I'd find her killer myself.
Apparently,
Like a detective.
this guy's the best
like
ever
a
doing.
dugong detective. A Sirenian sleuth. A manatee on a mission.
Uh-oh.
I vowed that I would solve the murder if it was the
God, that
last
was
thing I
close.
did.
And
That was
as it turned
close.
out, Jared was fairly adept at uncovering clues.
No place to be
And
here.
lies.
Right here, right now.
But first,
Take a moment, man. Just sitting in this place.
are you bored at
That's
home,
gotta hurt.
at work,
I feel like
at
that
school,
does low-key,
at
that
a wedding?
hurts.
Don't worry, because Meal.fun has got you covered. With dozens of games to choose from, Meal.fun is the internet's one-stop shop for home entertainment and life enrichment.
Don't bring up the price of the
1 hour
cookies.
a day of Meal.fun usage has been
Chef,
shown to cure
focus on the
boredom,
video.
memory loss, and death itself in lab rats. That's right. Just 1 hour of Meal.fun usage has been shown to stop father time and prevent aging. Best of all, it's
Dude.
completely free.
If I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be
your
an athlete.
browser. No downloads required.
I'll probably be a
Ask your parents for
athlete.
permission to log on today.
I don't know what sport.
Cops arrived at the scene.
Maybe like a
I want to say
like a
3
badminton
hours
or a
after.
sprinter.
Maybe 4.
Probably one of the other.
Apparently they were busy with another murder. Some kids pushed the giant bean off the top of the Wild Bean Company factory and onto an old lady. She exploded like a piñata, they say. They found her wig around here, actually.
I don't look like someone with a degenerative muscular
But
disease.
anyway,
I don't even
after
know
the
what that
cops finally
what those
arrived
words
and
mean to
moved
your
away
life.
the screaming elementary school kids.
You should don't say that about people either.
They asked me if I knew
Jen has a
anything
rule
about
of thumb
Mirabelle.
for your life.
If I knew anything about the slide. Like, yeah, of course I know Mirabelle. And of course I know about
As
the
we return
slide.
to awareness.
Look,
I know
Mystic
as a
Bay
fact,
is
by the way, I'm very
microscopic
athletic.
town. Real small.
I can prove it.
Everyone knows about the Megalodon
Okay.
Mega Twister.
Don't believe-
It's
I
the
can prove
sickest
it.
slide in the
I
whole
have a
park.
heart rate monitor. I can
Maybe
prove
in
it right
all of
now.
Central southeastern Florida. You shoot straight down into the shark's mouth. It's crazy fun. But yeah,
Check it out. I'll
we
react
lose
with the heart rate
96.
monitor. I'll show you.
And then
I'll show you right
you
now.
see 4
You can
people
begin
on it
to
every year.
returning to the
Like,
world at your own
literally lose. That's not just a turn of phrase.
You're supposed to wet the band. I'm not spitting on myself.
Some say the slide is a portal to hell. Some say it's the point at which two parallel universes actually
Check it out.
And all those lost screaming
Check out my heart
tourists
rate.
slide off to exist alongside an alternate self in a world slightly different from our own. And some say the entire park is actually built on the body of the anomaly. Each
It's
slide
hard for
like
the
a
heart rate to
brilliant
detect. I have a hole in my
that leads
chest.
straight into the being's dark, cavernous belly. But here's the thing.
Check out how low my heart rate is.
Stuck in the shark's mouth before. Mirabelle was lodged between two long fiberglass teeth.
I'm so glad you're here.
You can't reach those
For
teeth
the
by
next 20 minutes,
sliding
I'll be
down.
guiding you to a second piece of the island
Right
right
there.
I invite you to take your position.
Crunch it down.
Jesselyn Garcia
Hey,
is
come on,
also
y'all.
very familiar
Come on,
with the
let's go.
slide's
Come on, I need you right here.
properties.
Arms facing
Oh,
down.
Crunch it
God,
down.
yeah. The slide's a
Hey,
funny thing, really.
come on.
You know, Mirabelle actually
Let's
lost
work out.
because of
Come on.
Rocky on that
Let's
baby.
You have to wet it. It's not weird.
Because I was
It's not weird. I washed my hands.
1, switch it up.
Awesome.
3, now go back to those
Almost
crunches. Crunch it down.
Some kids have
4,
snuck
come on.
Florida-style pizza and
3, let's go. 2, come on.
can't do that.
3 knees, count it down.
Rocky was up at the top of
That
the
is
slide
wrong.
hollering
1,
something
switch
dumb.
it up.
Cowabunga,
3,
At the point of
bumhole.
Fruit Club,
I
corner
think he
knee.
said. Now,
Remember,
I'm
can
going
we
to
build
him
that
because I believe
project as we
accurate
go,
people
all right?
never really talk like
Let's
that.
go.
Just so you know.
Now crunch it down.
So Rocky
keep going.
slid
Check it
on
out.
the Megalodon Mega Twister.
Adding a move as we go.
Mega
Tell-
Helen,
tell me I'm not an athlete.
colorful language.
Look at that heart rate. Tell me I'm not an athlete.
1, switch it up. 3, what's the move? Corner knee. Don't worry, you don't have to remember it.
If the
I normally
anomaly
call it
wants
out. I
something,
always call it out.
it'll get
Corner curl.
No
That
matter
leg curl.
what.
Come on.
Death doesn't hide
Let's
all
go.
secrets.
Back to those crunches.
It
Crunch it
barely
down.
moved.
4.
It barely moved.
3. Don't stop.
What a generally low number still. It's increasing, but still relatively low.
2,
Had to
1.
infiltrate.
That's impressive.
3.
Many people would be impressed by this.
Corner
The
curl.
police had taken the
Did you get some of the movements messed up?
Unfortunately, they had to go
So
look into
what?
another murder.
Now we're adding.
It's increasing now because I thought of global issues, not because of the squats.
The Dizzy Dugong, all
leg.
buffet.
I think
pest
racism
control.
in all
Usually
forms is
Margarita
wrong.
would hold up a
Down.
second smaller sign,
4.
like the
Come
main
on.
sign spinner
3.
would spin
I don't
a
say
sign
things because they're
saying,
popular, I say them because I need
"Two
them."
all night."
3
And the
knees.
chimp would
Count it
spin
down.
one saying, trust
3.
us, you're gonna need them.
1.
And I guess they got into a spin-off,
3.
and
2.
then Margarita
Corner
got
knee.
mad and just,
Up. Hey. Come on, y'all. Let's work out.
I don't care who you are.
Corner
But
curl.
anyway, the coast was clear.
Let's
I'm
go.
so busy trying
It's
to
just
find
going up because I made a really
Come on,
good
what's
sample.
next?
So I crawled
It's
inside
from
the
Italy.
mega
Get
twister
out.
shark mouth.
Boom.
That's when I saw it.
Boom.
What Jared found
Boom.
within the fiberglass
Now,
shark's
step.
glossy, massive jaws
Step.
would change
4.
the entire
Step.
course
Watch
of
out.
the investigation.
Are you racist
Come
against
on, we
Italian
call
The
it.
people?
shark's mouth was found.
That's not even really a race. But yeah.
Step. Come on.
Mirabelle only ever
Back
wore a
to the
silver
top.
sequin tube top.
Crunch it down. Knees
It was
up.
worn by a different mermaid in Egypt.
Let's go, Step. Let's go.
Blossom.
Give me 3 knees.
How long is this?
3, 2, 1. Switch it up. 3,
Now think about
2.
that for just
Corner
a
knee.
little bitty moment. I
Elbow to
weigh
knee.
100 pounds soaking wet. How could I possibly
Elbow
murder
to knee.
Mirabelle Diaz,
Leg.
lift up into the shark's mouth? That thing is about 40 feet above the ground, honeydoo. I can
Why do you have your age on screen? Well, obviously my age wouldn't be increasing so rapidly. It wouldn't be that high of a number.
Jesselyn or anyone
It wouldn't be that high. I don't look that old.
Mirabelle Diaz into the jaws.
Corner, knee straddle. Let's do it again.
As
Knee
it turns
straddle.
out, his
Knee straddle.
investigation produced
Hey,
an
come on, let's
interesting
go.
Well, that's
Come
just
on. Now crunch it down. Now, you're breathing heavy. If you're sweating, you are good to go. Okay?
drawn enough
But control your
muscular
breathing.
bazookas to know they are
Control your
incredibly
workout.
strong.
Let's go.
And I know that the orbit
Couple more
tank is close
punches.
enough to the water slide that an enterprising orca could
3.
conceivably
Sound
flip
effects.
a body through
2.
the air in such a way that it lands.
3D.
You guessed it.
3.
Right in the shark's
2.
mouth.
I'm also crazy.
And I know this is not only possible,
Dad, you think we'll be friends forever?
2.
because
3
I
knees
found
again.
something else in the shark's mouth that
3, 2.
Drop it Twitch 1. You think we'll be friends forever?
Come on. Now corner knee.
as in
I'm just
stuff
lying.
that is only found in and
7.
around
Come on.
the orca tank.
6.
Now,
Count with me.
there are several reasons
5.
why
Count
an orca
with me.
might want to kill Mirabelle.
4. Come on.
First, it may
3.
thought she was a seal,
Come on.
which is
2.
All right.
to an orca.
Well, hey, that was actually a really good
They're
video.
all wearing their tails. Or maybe it was trying to play
Okay,
it.
well, I'm taking the heart rate monitor off because you guys are
Audible signs.
Or maybe the
Alright, let's
orcas
watch
had
the same
another
video again and do it every day
couple
until we
things
die.
in
See you
mind.
again. Alright, chat, let's take a look at this video. I was able to watch it.
Or maybe the orcas are simply agents of the anomaly. The soft universe within their animal bodies uniquely attuned to the members of their
Yeah, how are they even doing that?
Captain Anomaly knew the Mirabelle was safely in the wave pool.
Is that like a world record?
It acted its revenge through the orcas. We'll never truly know. But the real question is,
Don't leave me hanging.
Mirabelle
Corner curl.
That's insane!
here to begin with.
That's insane!
The purple sequin would suggest that Jessa Lynn pushed her in
4 more.
for obvious reasons.
Come on.
I would have tried
Okay,
to find
close.
out
Last
that's
two.
when the security guard came
What we
back
got
from the
next?
bathroom and
Side lid.
and now I'm here.
8.
At the jail.
7.
Here's a
Get
question
him
we
up.
still haven't answered.
5.
You've done this too?
I got to Mirabelle's face.
4.
Why was it pushed in?
Why is your head so block shaped if it's not block shaped?
Hey, L step.
Jessa
Come on, time to get out for a day.
Floor. Step. Watch out. Step.
and what she
Now,
makes
come on,
of the
say it
purple
with-
sequin
Let's
was
go.
found at the crime scene.
Step. Floor. Step. Look at that sweat.
Very strange.
Woo! I like
You
it.
say that
Come
Jared
on.
comes up
Be
with
strapped.
strange things, but
Be strapped.
feeling
Pam is
Let's
me.
walk out.
and more.
Come on, y'all. Be
It was
strapped.
that, I don't remember the name,
Let's go.
had built a small
Come on.
castle for the neighborhood's
Now.
pets.
Cross it
It was a
over.
hoarding situation.
No, I can't share.
Smell
I
kept
only got
rising
enough
about a mile
Say.
away if you were standing
3.
downwind.
2. Cross it
The lady
over.
kept setting fires.
Bring it back.
Isn't that
3
weird, you know,
knees.
in and of
Head.
itself?
3.
She said the
2.
fire
Cross
was
it
how
over.
she talked
How
to the
long?
devil.
Bring it back. Get those arms up.
Messages from him.
3
Apparently,
knees.
he told her to
You
set
get
the
those
devil
arms up, you can
practice.
work a little harder. I believe.
I could probably do this.
What you put in is what you get out.
If I wasn't busy, I would
Put
do
it
this.
down. Come on.
People say
I'm busy.
strange
You guys
things
know
all
I'm
the
busy.
time. Orcas,
A great
tanks,
opportunity
that's none of my business.
For you to be
Don't
great.
say I'm unemployed. I'm
Being
very.
able to
This
do
is
it.
my job. I'm working right now.
Visit the water
Can't do
park.
it.
I'm literally working right now. I have to go to the bathroom 1 second. But this is a job. I'm working.
7. Come on.
The animals are
6.
sleeping somewhere unseen.
5. You can do it. 4. Believe
I've
in
read
you.
somewhere that
Come
orcas
on.
sleep
Let's
with
go.
one hemisphere of their
8
brains.
more. 8. Come on. 7. Count it with me. 6. Come on. 5.
As I
Come
look
on.
up at the dark
I can hear you through that
screen.
screen. Come on. Let's go.
It's true that it's
3
close enough to
knees.
the orca tank that a body
3,
might be
2,
I'm in.
1. That's it. 3.
Oh my God! I missed a lot.
3, 2, 1.
Western Central Florida.
3, 2. Corner knee. Touch that knee.
It's tossed
Touch
just
that knee.
beneath the
Hey.
photo stand
Touch
where
that knee.
tourists
Hey.
can pose as
Get
a smile
up.
from inside a show.
Don't say chill. I like that. That's my favorite drink in the whole world. I'm not a sellout.
5. Come on. 4. Let's go. 3. Let's go. 2.
The Eden
Times
pharmaceutical
for your
logo.
leg curls. Woo!
Back at my
You gotta
motel
kick
room,
your
I
butt.
charged the phone.
Lean forward. Kick that foot.
Apparently, this guy's the best ever do.
Come on. 6.
Alive and breathing.
Uh-oh.
5. Come
Trees around her
on.
are
4. Bring it up.
Storm
Uh-oh.
will
Come
touch
on.
land in a few
Let's
hours.
go.
God, that was
Side
close.
leg. And I get
That was close.
7.
Sparkly acrylic nail comes
6.
into view. It's just
5. I see you.
phone.
4. Come on.
Here's audio from
3.
Okay, now
2.
turn like this.
L
Right,
step.
to the
Don't
left.
quit yet.
See that way your chin won't
Come
look so
on. Knees up.
robust.
That's gotta hurt.
Come on.
Yeah, I
What you
feel like
say?
that does look.
Knees up. Come on. What you
Casting
say?
director is just showing
Knees
a
up.
love.
Come on. 2 more. Come on.
Definitely
What you
the
say?
next Little Mermaid
Knees
on
up.
ice.
It goes step. Floor. Knees up. Come on.
Margarita,
Step.
the face
Floor.
with the chin,
Strap
lands
away.
on Mirabelle's
Hey.
windswept
Right to the cookies.
The murderous ape has
Come on, let's go.
transformed a
Jeff
yellow
Boat.
t-shirt into
It's
a
on the video.
makeshift parachute.
Corner knee
The wind is
straddle.
just strong enough to
Turn.
fly her across the
Corner
paltry,
knee
teeny
straddle.
tiny town
Now
of
cross it
Mystic
over.
Bay.
Bring it
Mirabelle
back.
attempts to
Give
fight
me
off the
3
ape as Jessa
knees.
Lynn
Come on.
continues
3,
recording.
2.
Then
Cross it
he should
over.
appear, but Frank
Sweat with me.
drunk
If
and
I wasn't
reckless,
doing this, I'd
Sweat
probably
with
be
me.
a
Come
extremely
on. Come on, let's do it again.
I'll
Cross
probably be
it
a
over.
hack.
Not my
Bring it
t-shirt.
back.
Screams one.
3 knees. Sweat with me.
I don't know what
Controls
sport.
the golf cart and it makes
Can't
contact
stop.
with
Maybe
Mirabelle,
like
sending her and the
like a
ape
badminton
flying into
or a
the orca.
sprinter.
3.
Probably one of the
Two.
others.
She
Cross it
proceeds
down.
to ride the orca, waving the
Feel
novelty
that?
t-shirt in the air.
That's a sense of accomplishment.
Mirabelle is then flipped
We also
into
have a
the air
heart of
by the
gratitude.
bumping orca.
And we are also sweaty.
3 times
And I'm telling you
before
what,
somersaulting
I'm not afraid to sweat with you.
smiling
Come on,
jaws.
knees
I don't look like someone
1 minute
with
on those crutches.
degenerative neuromuscular disease. I don't even know what those words mean in
It
common.
features a large lizard and some
You just don't say that about people. I
the word iguana.
That is a rule of thumb for your life.
Gotta get
I
it up.
confronted Jesselyn about the video.
Come on. Let me. Come on. Hey, 30 more seconds. Don't quit on me.
I know as a fact, by the way, I'm very
Do you
athletic.
know what her disappearance
Pull it
did
right
to
to
this
that
place?
chest.
I can.
Come on.
I know you're
Sound
in
effects
business
not
crime.
included.
Don't believe
I do that on your phone.
I have a heart rate.
Keep going. Come on
right now.
Everyone
10 more
cares
seconds.
about the
That means
beautiful
4
dead
more.
girl. It should have
4.
been me. I was the orange blossom queen, not her.
Check it out. I'll react with the heart rate monitor.
In a real Hollywood
I'll show you right now.
production, while
Stop.
I'm juggling 2 jobs to
1
raise
minute on those 3
Shady
knees.
Maiden
Come on.
Hagen. It wasn't
3,
fair.
2, 1. Uh-oh, that 3
You're
is
supposed to wet the band. I'm not spitting on myself.
Come.
Anyone
Sweat
would ever find
is a
it.
sign of hard work.
It's hard to dig
Breathing
to
heavy.
find these
You're getting those heart rates up. Come on.
Check it out.
3, 2, 30 seconds.
So
Come on.
sorry.
3, 2, 1. You can do it. 3,
And so, the
2 under
strange,
30
sad case
seconds.
of
Come.
Mirabelle Diaz
3,
became
2,
stranger and sadder.
1. Come on.
It's hard for the heart rate to detect. I have a
More
hole in my
seconds.
chest.
Come on.
I thought about
3,
secrets
2
while
last
looking
time
back
on the
an
right.
interview with Frank Wilder.
Check out how low my heart rate
The
is.
sun had begun to
1.
set behind the rotting remains of
3,
the megalodon
2. Now
monster.
crunch it down.
The
Down.
sky turned peach.
We're going to those corner knees. We're going to go right to left.
But here,
We're going to do curl, curl. All right, here we go.
washing Wild's
4,
compound order.
3, corner knee.
Seems impossible.
Right knee.
As
Now
I
leg
readied myself
curl.
to return to my
Curl.
rental
You
car,
can say it.
Frank pointed
Now
something
corner
out.
knee. Here we go.
The wild
Knee.
macaws flying overhead.
Knee.
I thought about
You have to wet it. It's not weird.
Curl. Cannot get you. Right knee.
It's not weird. I wash my hands.
Tortellini pacing in
right.
her cage. I thought about the
daily.
weird pythons twisting their way through the crowd.
Left knee. Right curl. Come on. 30 seconds. Come
Can't do
on.
that.
Right knee.
She
Yeah,
was.
that's wrong.
Maybe
That
but
is
she
curl.
had also been a little
Left curl.
cold.
Keep
Like
it going.
As a point of principle, I'm against that.
she'd been
Knee.
helpful
Pull it
in
into that. Right
Maybe
into that
she was a
knee.
good friend
Last
and
set.
a bad listener.
Knee.
A model employee and
Knee.
an average student.
Curl. Now
Check it out.
Sit down.
She'd had dreams,
How we doing?
and now
Come on, talk to me.
Tell me I'm not an
Now we're
athlete.
going to those side legs.
had become
Look at that heart rate. Tell me I'm not an athlete.
Gotta go side leg, side leg, side leg. But I'm gonna switch it up a little bit.
I'm Ingrid
I'm gonna do
Mendoza,
3
and
side
you've been listening to
on each
Killer
side.
Country.
3, 2,
Killer Country
3
is
side
produced
legs.
by Wild Hair Media
3,
and by supporters like you.
1. Okay.
Thank you for
3,
listening.
2.
And stay safe
Just
out
like the
there.
3 knee count.
It's a Killer
3.
Country.
Barely moved.
1. Good.
It barely moved.
Do it again. Let's go.
What a generally low number still.
1.
It's
Switch it
increasing,
up.
but still relatively
Give me
low.
15 more seconds. Come on.
That's
3,
impressive.
2,
Many people will be
1.
impressed by
You
this.
can do it. 3, 2, 1 more set. Come on. 3. Oh, get that animation in there. Come on.
It's
Let's go.
increasing now because I thought of
Down.
global issues, not because of the
Near the
squats.
end.
Calm down, sir. Tell me if the
Come
I
on
think
now.
racism in all
With this next one, we're gonna do
forms
an
is
L
wrong.
step on each side. We're gonna do 3.
I don't say things because they're popular. I say them because I mean it.
1, 2.
I'm
Three.
Ingrid Mendoza, and you're
Switch it up.
in
Come on.
Killer Country. This week,
1,
we're diving into the bizarre death of Mirabelle
3.
Diaz.
Switch it up.
Mirabelle dreamed of
1,
becoming a Hollywood actress.
2. Oh man.
But trapped in the small
Switch it up.
seaside town of Mystic Bay, Florida, her options
It's going up because I made a really good sandwich.
she took an occasional
Floor
music
count.
commercial or
Italy.
a clown at a child's birthday party.
2.
But legitimate
3. Come on, 30
opportunities
seconds.
were
Come on.
far between.
1.
Eventually, however,
2. Keep
Mirabelle
those knees
found a
up.
path to acting
3.
in an
Last set.
unexpected place.
Come on.
Aren't you racist against
1.
Italian
Come
people?
on.
Water park.
2.
That's not
Come
even
on.
really a race.
Mirabelle
3.
learned a
Last
long
side.
secret
Come on.
tale and a shimmering new tongue.
2.
5 days a week, rain or
3.
shine, she'd
Crunch
swim
it
in
down.
a massive glass
Amazing
tank,
job.
smiling at tourists
Amazing.
and
Let that
posing for
sweat come on
pictures.
down. Let it come on down.
How long
Don't
is
hold
this?
it back. Don't hold it back.
Mirabelle,
Now we
the
got the knee
magic
straddle.
mermaid
We're
of
gonna take it all the way
Mystic
around.
Bay.
and we're gonna keep
Then,
doing the straddle.
on August 24th,
Over and over
2012,
for a minute. Here we go.
everything
3,
changed.
2,
Hurricane
knee
Braden
straddle.
tore through Mystic Bay,
Take it around.
destroying
Let's go.
65 homes, 34 shake
straddle.
shacks,
Just
and
keep it
leaving
going.
at least
30
one
seconds.
person
Corner
missing.
knee straddle.
Mirabel
Turn.
Diaz.
Corner knee straddle.
Frank Wild,
Turn.
the longtime owner
Why do you have your
Straddle.
age on
was
Turn.
screen?
Come on, 20
to
seconds.
see her alive.
Come on, let's go.
Obviously, my
Last round.
age wouldn't
Straddle.
be increasing so rapidly. It
Turn.
probably wouldn't be that high of a number.
Straddle. Now crunch it down.
It wouldn't be that high. I don't look that old.
I don't like to
DG in the
speak
beginning,
dead, but
you said this was for all
she was
levels.
a little cold.
You are all levels.
Snobby, you might
And
say.
you keep pushing yourself.
When the hurricane was coming,
And you
I
keep
told
going
you.
against that grain. Come on. We got
stay
that.
with me.
Cross it over.
Because, you know,
Now
this
we
place
cross it
is a
over. We're going to
fortress.
cross it over 4 times.
I
Here we
got
go.
hurricane shutters,
4,
sandbags, the whole
3,
shebang. A bunker with a
2.
sauna.
Now give me 3 knees.
Hold
Come
it
on.
down.
3. Now switch it over. Cross it over.
You understand?
4,
Yeah,
3. Come on. 2. Now give me 3 knees. Come on. 3, 2. Crunch it down. And we're going to do those crossovers again. We got to cross over.
Dad, do you think we'll be friends forever?
Get back to 3 knees. Come on. You start to get tired.
Drop a Twitch Prime. You think we'll be friends forever?
Remember why you started. And that's going to motivate you to continue to go. Here we go. 3, 2, cross it over. 4, 3, 2, 3 knees. Come on.
All right.
3.
Well, hey, that was actually a really good video.
4, bring it back. 3, come on.
Okay. Okay.
2,
Well, I'll take the
last
hardest one
one.
off together.
3 knees. 3.
All right, let's watch the same video again and do it every day until we die.
We're gonna move over there.
All right, Chad, let's take a look at this video. You have to watch it.
3 knees. Count it down.
Dolphins,
3,
women, and
2,
dolphin
1.
women.
Switch it up.
We could see
3,
the very
2.
top
Corner
of
knee.
Wild Times, Megalodon.
Yeah, how are they even
Leg
doing
curl.
that?
Leg
It's a
curl.
massive
Come on,
water
y'all.
slide, just over
Side
100
leg,
feet
side
tall,
leg.
that shoots park
Is that like a
visitors
world
into
record?
bleeding jaws
Step,
of
floor,
fiberglass
step,
Megalodon.
step, floor, knee straddle. Straddle. Straddle.
That's insane! That's
Cross it over.
insane!
4, 3, 2, 3 knees. Count it down. 3, 2, cross it over. Bring it back. Cross it over.
Except for that time.
Bring it back. 3 knees. 3.
You've done this too?
1.
Time to clown.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Why is
I
your
appreciate
head
you
so
rocking out with me.
blockchain? It's not blockchain. Come on, let's look out for a day.
That sweat equity. Don't be afraid of that sweat. Earned it.
Frank Wild,
Get
heir
the
to
ball.
the Wild Bean Company fortune,
All right.
is in a proud
Right side.
His home, a concrete monolith rising from the steaming marsh,
Switch it up.
includes a
You guys
massive
wanna get that
glass
stretch in?
pyramid teeming
Maybe
with
5,
all
10 minutes
sorts
stretch
of
for 4.
marvels, including, most notably, a 6-foot albino
No, I can't share.
All the way down.
I only got enough for me.
He also owns a narwhal, 7 dolphins, roughly 16 flamingos, 3 tigers,
right.
7 pythons, a wild boar, and
Make sure you
several
tune in for the next
ostriches.
workout with us.
How long
We want to make sure you get fit with DG. That's me. Peace.
Every hurricane,
I could probably do this.
sometimes I still see it flying over the house.
If I wasn't busy, I would.
I guess they want it to be free.
I'm busy. You guys are
4,
come on,
3,
busy.
crunch it down. Hey, come on, y'all. Come
Don't
on,
say I'm
let's go.
unemployed. I'm very. This is my job. I'm working right
Jessa
now.
lives in
Hey.
another mermaid at
I'm literally working right now. I can go to the bathroom in a second. Why? This is
3 knees. Get on my
job. I'm working.
3, 2, 1. Switch it up. 3. Now go back to those crunches. Crunch it down. 4. Come on. 3. Let's go. 2. Come on. 3 knees. Count it down. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. 3, 2. Corner knee.
Something like,
We're gonna kind of build that project as we go. All right. Let's go. Now crunch it down.
don't go to that shit
Keep
shack
on back
on
to the
August
top.
24th.
Adding a move as we go. You got it.
Oh my God! I missed a lot!
3, 2, 1, switch it up. 3, what's the move? Corner knee. Don't worry, you don't have to remember it. I normally call it out. I always call it out. Corner curl. That leg curl.
It takes a lot of character to keep showing
Don't say
up
shill. I like that. That's my favorite drink in the whole world.
4,
I'm not a sellout.
3, don't stop on me. 2, let's go. 3 knees, count it down.
Always will be.
3,
I don't
2,
take the honor
1.
of being the
Here we
one
go.
boss between
3,
6
2,
straight years in a
corner
row.
curl. And if you get some of the movements messed up, so what?
Apparently,
Now we're adding
these
your
guys best
side
have to do
leg.
it.
Ooh, side leg. Side leg. Side leg. Now, push it down. 4,
God, that was close.
3, 2, come on. 3 knees, count it down. 3, 2, 1, switch it up.
She didn't have to
3,
show herself.
2, corner knee. So, hey,
Which I also have.
come on, y'all. Let's work out.
Oh, and she was a
I've got it. Yeah, I feel like that does.
Let's go.
song over and over till
Come on, what
she
you
got
got
it right.
next?
20.
Side leg, and get out.
The old people tell her she didn't have to, that she could stop at any time, but
Now, L
she was
step.
happy to do it.
Step.
She was a
4,
natural
Don't bring up that
step.
one.
Watch out.
Right to the good.
Come on, we coming.
I was never
L
allowed.
step
That
again.
focus on the video.
4, step. Come on.
Some of us are
Back to
born to
the
be
top.
on the
Crunch it
street
down.
of it all.
Knees up.
A wild tides water
Let's go,
park
step.
mermaid, because
Let's
I
go.
believe it's important
Give me 3
to
knees.
have
Count them
that
down.
wholesome,
3,
already
2,
entertainment.
1. Switch it
If I
up.
wasn't doing
3,
this, I'd probably be a hack.
corner knee.
They like the attention.
I'll probably be a hack.
I'm not blaming her.
I don't know what's
Leg.
She is a nice person.
Come on, talk to me.
like
Come on, I see
a
you.
badminton
I
or
hear
a
you.
sprinter.
Side leg.
Probably one of the other.
In a little teensy weensy town like
Come on, y'all. L step.
I mean, besides that time that poor boy was died for all the
Step.
friends.
Floor now. Knee straddle.
He's looking busted.
I know
Knee straddle.
it's like someone with a degenerative
Knee straddle.
I don't even know what that
Knee straddle.
towards me.
Knee straddle. Hey, come on, let's
Don't
go.
say that about me.
Come on.
Why?
Now crunch it down. You're breathing heavy. You're sweating. You are good to go. Okay? Control your breathing. Control your workout.
I know it's a
Let's
fact,
go.
by the way, I'm very athletic.
Couple more punches. 4.
I can put
Turned into
3. Sound effects.
I can prove it. I have a heart rate.
3 knees.
I can prove it right now.
3. 2
of
are
a
muscle
custom for residents of Mystic Bay.
3. 2. 3 knees again.
Parks,
Check it out. I'll read
virus outbreaks,
check with the heart rate monitor. I'll show you right now.
Come on.
to a downturn.
Now corner knee. 8. 7. Come on. 6. Come with me. 5.
Supposed to wet the band. I'm not spitting on
4.
myself.
Come on. 3. Come on. 2. Crunch it down. Good job.
Check it out.
7. Come on. You're
my heart rate.
Right to the knees. 6 more. 6. 5. Come on. 4. Come on. 3. 2 more.
It's hard for the heart rate to detect. I have a whole
3 knees. Get them up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. 3.
Check out how low my heart rate is.
Corner knee. 8. 7. Squeeze. 6. Come on. 5. You got it.